Imagine a world without motorcycles. No Harley-Davidson roaring down the highway. No Royal Enfield thumping through mountain roads. No Ducati racing past in a flash of red. Instead, just horses, wooden carts, and slow, rattling carriages. But in the mid-1800s, a group of dreamers asked a question so simple, yet so daring. What if we could put an engine on two wheels? That one question sparked an invention that changed human history forever. Today, we're going to travel back in time, across centuries of passion, failure, triumph, and revolution, to witness the birth of the very first motorcycle and the incredible journey that turned it into a global icon. This is the story of the first motorcycle in history. The mid-1800s was the age of dreams. Factories smoked, machines roared, and humanity was stepping into a new era, the Industrial Revolution. In Paris, inventors like Pierre Michaud were building velocipedes, primitive bicycles with iron frames and wooden wheels. People laughed at them, called them toys, but slowly bicycles began to spread. Across the Atlantic in America, a man named Sylvester Roper was tinkering in his workshop. He built a strange contraption in 1867, a steam-powered two-wheeler. It hissed, it smoked, and it clattered down the road like a fire-breathing dragon on wheels. The world had never seen anything like it. But steam was dangerous. One wrong move and the boiler could explode. Many early riders risked their lives just to ride a few miles. And so, the dream of a practical motorized two-wheeler was still waiting for the right genius. Enter Gottlieb Daimler and Wilhelm Maybach, two German engineers with vision beyond their time. In the 1880s, they were working on something revolutionary, the internal combustion engine. While most inventors struggled with heavy, inefficient machines, Daimler and Maybach created a compact gasoline-powered engine, small enough to fit inside a wooden frame. One night in 1885, in their little workshop in Cannstatt, Germany, they bolted this engine onto what looked like a wooden bicycle. It was a bizarre machine, a wooden frame with iron rims, two stabilizer wheels at the side, like a child's training bike, and in the middle, a single-cylinder engine that produced just 0.5 horsepower. They called it the Daimler Reitwagen, the riding car. On a quiet summer day, Daimler's teenage son, Paul, climbed onto the strange contraption. He turned the throttle, the engine coughed, rattled, and then roared into life. The Reitwagen lurched forward, shaking on its wooden frame. Neighbors ran out of their houses. Children pointed. Old men shook their heads. Some laughed. Some were afraid. But all of them knew they were witnessing the birth of something extraordinary. That ride in 1885 is remembered as the first motorcycle ride in history. At first, people mocked Daimler and Maybach. A wooden horse with fire inside, they called it. Why would anyone ride such a dangerous, noisy thing when horses were safe and reliable? But Daimler and Maybach didn't stop. They knew the future wasn't horse-drawn. The future was engines. And slowly, inventors across the world began to copy and improve upon their idea. By the turn of the 20th century, the world was ready. In England, Triumph motorcycles began producing motorized bicycles. In America, Indian Motorcycle was founded in 1901, followed by Harley-Davidson in 1903. These weren't wooden experiments anymore. They were real machines. Steel frames, powerful engines, leather saddles. And soon, they weren't just used for fun. During World War I, motorcycles became essential on the battlefield.
Soldiers carried messages, supplies, and even pulled machine guns on sidecars. The roar of engines replaced the gallop of horses. The motorcycle had proven its worth. After the wars, motorcycles became something else, something cultural. In America, Harley-Davidson became a symbol of rebellion. Soldiers returning from World War II formed motorcycle clubs. Leather jackets, roaring engines, long highways. That was freedom. Hollywood joined in. Films like The Wild One and Easy Rider turned motorcycles into a lifestyle. Owning a bike wasn't just about transport, it was about identity. Across the ocean, British bikes like Royal Enfield, Norton, and Triumph rolled the streets. In India, Royal Enfield became a legend, carrying soldiers through deserts and mountains. Motorcycles had become more than machines. They were dreams on wheels. But then came the Japanese giants, Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki. They built motorcycles that were cheap, fast, and unbelievably reliable. In 1959, Honda launched their campaign, "You meet the nicest people on a Honda." Suddenly, motorcycles weren't just for rebels, they were for everyone. Then came the superbikes. The Honda CB750 in 1969 shocked the world. Kawasaki introduced the Ninja series, Yamaha the R1. Speed, power, and style. Japan had redefined the motorcycle. By the 1980s, motorcycles were no longer niche, they were global. Today, motorcycles are everywhere. From Harley-Davidson's heavy cruisers to Ducati's racing beasts, from Royal Enfield's thumping classics to BMW's luxury tourers. Every rider finds their story on two wheels. And now, a new chapter begins. Electric motorcycles. Harley-Davidson, LiveWire. Zero motorcycles. Even rumors of Tesla entering the game. Just like Daimler's wooden Reitwagen, today's electric bikes are mocked by some, doubted by many. But who knows? Maybe, just like in 1885, this could be the start of another revolution. From a steam-powered dream in America, to a wooden Reitwagen in Germany, to the roaring Harleys in America, the iconic Enfields in India, and the superbikes of Japan. The story of the first motorcycle is not just about machines. It's about vision, about passion, about daring to ask, what if? Today, when you hear the roar of an engine or feel the wind rushing past you on a highway, remember, it all began with a wooden frame, a tiny engine, and a teenage boy riding into history. This was the birth of the first motorcycle, and the ride has never stopped.